From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Neal. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. He'll set up to throw. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Jayhawks!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Running to daylight from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Sellers. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback's thrown from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. The 40. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock.
Touchdown, Kansas! What a grab and go for the score.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Gliding to the right, still trying. And the ball's on the ground. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
And he scoops out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. The give from the gun. to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside the 25. They get him stopped, but not before. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
Nothing but green ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Touch pass on the run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Sellers. Extending the play. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that one will give them the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Neal. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air, it's Daniels. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Outside, throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey,